As Ukraine's fight against Russian aggression intensifies, a troubling trend is emerging among NATO allies. Key countries are beginning to scale back military aid to Kyiv. This shift comes at a time when Ukrainian forces are making significant gains on the battlefield, but also facing unprecedented challenges as winter approaches. Poland, one of Ukraine's staunchest supporters, has declared that it has sent all the weapons it can to Kyiv without jeopardizing its own national security. Deputy Prime Minister and Defense Minister Władysław Kosyniak-Kamysz made the statement in response to a request from Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky for Polish fighter jets and assistance in intercepting Russian missiles over western Ukraine.
The Polish government, both our government and the government of our predecessors, have donated billions of dollars worth of equipment to Ukraine. That's all we were able to donate.
Kosyniak-Kamysz emphasized that while Poland has already provided billions of dollars worth of military equipment, it can no longer do so without risking its own defense capabilities. In a similar vein, Germany, Europe's largest economy and second only to the United States in terms of military support for Ukraine, has announced a substantial reduction in its aid. The decision, driven by Finance Minister Christian Lindner of the Liberal Free Democratic Party, FDP, is rooted in the government's commitment to budgetary discipline. Lindner's directive, revealed in an internal letter, indicates that military aid to Ukraine will be halved starting in 2025, with future funding expected to come from European sources or through interest on frozen Russian assets. The timing of Germany's decision has sparked alarm in both Kyiv and among Ukraine's other European allies. With the Ukrainian military regaining momentum in its counter-offensive, the reduction in aid from a critical partner could have severe consequences on the battlefield. The announcement has also elicited reactions from across the Atlantic, where some of former President Donald Trump's supporters have questioned the United States' continued support for Ukraine if Europe itself is pulling back. This shift in NATO's stance was foreseen by Russian President Vladimir Putin, who has long warned that the Western coalition's resolve would weaken over time. The ongoing conflict has strained public opinion and national budgets across Europe, and domestic political pressures are increasingly influencing foreign policy decisions. Putin's strategy appears to be bearing fruit as key European nations begin to prioritize their internal stability over sustained military assistance to Ukraine. Meanwhile, the Biden administration continues to support Kyiv, recently announcing a $125 million military aid package on the eve of Ukraine's Independence Day. The package includes critical air defense systems, artillery munitions, and anti-armor missiles, underscoring Washington's ongoing commitment to Ukraine. However, the broader trend of reduced European support raises questions about the long-term sustainability of the Western alliance's backing of Kyiv. As NATO allies face mounting domestic challenges and budgetary constraints, the unity that has so far characterized their response to Russia's invasion of Ukraine is showing signs of strain. With winter approaching and the conflict far from resolved, the next few months will be crucial, determining whether Ukraine can continue to rely on the same level of international support that has been pivotal in its fight for sovereignty.